Sexism in gaming. All right. I used to be a big gamer whenever I was a younger kid. I guess from the age of 8 or 9, whenever we first got our Super Nintendo, and I played the Mario and Zelda games. I was a really huge Zelda fan. Still like me some Zelda. I haven't played in years, but I'm still a little bit of a video gamer at heart. But I do remember there was a television show called G4TV when I was in high school, middle school probably, and it would review video games, and I would watch it every now and then because I thought that it was an interesting show. Video games are interesting to watch, whether it be playing them or reviews or some type of little walkthrough for a certain part of a level that you can't get through or whatever. But now YouTube has all of these types of things, but G4TV is making its return, and they had a little bit of issues. So apparently there is a problem in gaming where women feel like they are being discriminated against because of the fact that they are women. And I would assume that if the bulk of the people in gaming is men, then there probably will be some sexism towards women. That's not saying all men, or all women, but there are certain portions of that population that you could assume would be like that, would be sexist, would have sexist ideas and want to express it. Now, that sucks. It sucks for women to have to deal with something like that, and it sucks for the good guys to have to be lumped in with the perverts. Because probably I would assume majority of the people who do watch games and watch G4TV and those types of things are probably boys, and they're probably just into video games. They're not really even political. They're not into anything else other than gaming. So they're really hardcore gamers. So G4TV has a new host, and the new host or hostess, however you want to put it, did a rant talking about how sexism in gaming needs to stop. And now, obviously, I mean, you can't really disagree with that. Sexism's bad. Don't do that. But if you start yelling at people who aren't doing that, so for a small percentage of the population, for a small percentage of your audience, you're coming down on the larger audience. And that doesn't seem like a good idea. Doesn't seem like it was working out very well. So this Frosk, I think her name is, on G4TV. And the reason why I'm covering this is because you can have your ideas, you can have your ideology, but it depends on the delivery system. It depends on how you deliver that information. So she felt like she had something to say about sexism in gaming.
Sexism in gaming.
Sexism
and joining
in gaming.
G4...
This is not where I thought we were.
Now you hear the people in the background clapping. Yeah, and it was women.
I know,
I'm
you
here.
had no
I'm here.
idea.
I'm listening. Yeah.
In joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child. But every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us, I can see you, without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous hosts. It's some...
And if you think that's going to stop because you're pointing it out to a bunch of teenagers online, do people not understand how the internet works? Do people not get that you're coming out like this? You come at me like this, man, I wish you would, because they're going to come back after you. Because you're coming at them all wrong, see? That's the problem. You're coming at them all wrong. You're coming at them like a Karen. Like this is a Karen. This is a 100% tried and true Karen. She's young, so she's not a boomer Karen, but that right there is most definitely a Karen.
Talk to him, Frost!
It has some...
And that is White knight? Is he white knighting? That guy's like, talk to him. Who is he talking to? Like, are you talking to the majority of the audience? Jesus, why do you have to talk to the majority of the audience like that? They're not the ones that are sexist. I mean, even I, with my menial audience that I have, I know that majority of the people they enjoy the content. There's just a few people who don't like what they don't like, and that is what it is. I've had a lot of people not like me because I'm a man. I'm sure a lot of people, and I don't think that they even dislike her, but they probably troll. Because, I mean, she's selling it, right?
Somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment. It's not a compliment.
It's weird.
It's dehumanizing and it's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Obviously that's weird. But to point out that such an ultra specific situation, oh man, it doesn't seem like this is the best way to go about it. Why are you sending all? I mean, it's the internet. There's going to be trolls. Anytime I get a troll onto my live chats, I'm just like, please give me something good. You got to hit me with something good, man. Hit me with something good. It has to be something. It's because this is boring. It's boring. I challenge them. I want it. But most of the time, they are teenagers, and they're creative. They're not the most creative people in the world, trolls. So they will say something like, well, I was going to jack off to this person, but now I can't do that now because this person doesn't look as good. That's what people do. People are fools. But now you're taking that vitriol and you're turning it around to so many people who have no idea what you're talking about. It's just like I see people sharing DMs of dudes sending them, texts that they don't want and things like that. And it's like, then you post this picture and you post it publicly with the DMs of this person that won't stop texting you. And surely it humiliates them. It humiliates the person who's sending the messages, but it doesn't necessarily stop any of the others from doing that. You're still going to get a bunch of different dudes, bunch of different women, bunch of different whatevers coming into your DMs because that's just what people do. That's what people do. I don't even know how to explain it any other way. People are ridiculous, and she got trolled and was trolled so hard that she had to do a rant. She had to rant on her job. She had to, and even the guy beforehand said, I didn't think we were going to go this way. But that popped into her head, and yeah, it has to suck being a woman, especially in a male-dominated business. But at a certain point, you're kind of making things worse on yourself. Because you have to remember, it is a male-dominated business, and most of those males are just there for video games. They're not there to be perverts.
Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Yes, we know. Everyone knows all this, Karen. We all know this. Everyone knows all this. There are obviously dudes, I'm assuming dudes, who do think that, though. Who do believe that, though. As ridiculous as that sounds, what are you going to do? Can you block them all? Can you find them? Or are there just going to be an endless stream of trolls? So why would you give them that much room in your brain? Don't let them have that. Do not let them have that, because that right there is going to be less mentally healthy for you. Guys, we can't let this stuff bother us. Lady's acting like a Karen. She has legitimate points. I'm not saying that the points are not good. They're right. They're correct. She's in the right position, at least. It's just the angle's wrong. You're coming about it. You're coming at people who aren't the ones that are doing it.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
And that's just obvious sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist. Just go ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark notes. Now, here at XPlay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people. There are too many games for
so they
one.
just get into the writers, and they say that the writers are half women, half men, all this other good stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Here's some specifics, and now you're being sexist because ultra specific stuff. But that's not the point. The biggest point for me, the biggest takeaway for me, because now this was about a week ago, maybe about a week ago, they've lost a lot of subscribers. They've lost all of their stuff. is getting ratioed to hell because everybody's wanting to troll them back now. And I guess she's tweeting. She's probably tweeting some stuff. I seen a tweet earlier. I know I need to be more prepared for these videos, but I don't really feel like looking back on it because we're just covering this story and we're going to keep moving. We're going to move on. We're going to move on like we all do because these types of things, now, you know, sexism sucks, but now she's taking the feminazi type angle at it as if it's all men. Not all men. Obviously not all men. Not all women. Not all men. But guys, if something bothers you, it is important to let the individuals within your living space know about that so that they can help you be more comfortable. You can be more comfortable. Everyone can be more happy. But if you're the host of a show, if I'm putting this out here, why would I complain about the trolls that I'm receiving? Because I know putting myself out there, people are going to say what they're going to say. I can't tell you how many different comments that I get about me looking like Ashton Kutcher or I don't know, all kinds of different people. That's like the main one that I get, though. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I get a bunch of different types of DMs, and some of them are those weird type comments. And there's a lot of people who do that, and they are usually dudes. Even with dudes in the DMs, it's dudes. It's usually dudes who are being the weirdo creepos. I don't know why. Maybe dudes are more likely to be weirdo creepos. Probably. I don't know. But I'm a dude. I know one. Takes one to know one. But it's tough because she's in a position to where she should share if she does feel uncomfortable, but now you're berating a whole lot of people who did not have anything to do with that. And they had no idea what you were talking about until you started coming at them. And now that you're coming at them about that, now they're going to feel some kind of way. And now you got a shitstorm. And they have a shitstorm coming their way. Who knows if G4TV is going to recover from this or not? Who cares? I don't really care. Y'all probably care. I don't really care. Doesn't matter to me. I don't really watch it. I don't really watch video game reviews other than like the Angry Video Game Nerd or something like that. But I'm very basic with my video games, guys. I'm very basic. But I do love drama, and that's what we're here for. So, guys, in the future, if you do have things that are bothering you and you know that yelling at people who don't have anything to do with it, don't do that. Try not to do that. Try to put yourself in a position to where you know that you're not happy. You're not happy because there are trolls, but play it off a little bit easier. Like, instead of her doing a lecture like that, she could have been like, oh man, guys, you guys make me feel so uncomfortable because I was told this, like, and every time I come out here, you guys try to tell me that I'm not as attractive as these other people. And I'm like, I'm not even here for that. I want to play video games. If she would have taken an angle like that, I mean, who can argue that? No one can really argue with the point, the valid points. I get it. Now, some dudes do look at it like this is a boys' club. You shouldn't be in here. But not all. Not everyone. Of course, there's going to be some douchebags. There's some douchebags in everything. But it's not everything. It's not everybody. We have to remember that. We always have to remember that. Things aren't as bad as you normally give it as... Things aren't as bad as you really think they are. You just perceive them that way. Why? Because we're all crazy, guys. We're all crazy. And we all... Who knows the truth about it all? Who knows the truth about it all? I know the truth about it all, though. The truth is, stay strong, guys. Stay strong.